What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Tactical Leader Podcast. We are back with Tactical Friday. We're bringing it back in a different way. I love this. I'm so excited. From the battlefield to the boardroom to the bedroom, Tactical Friday edition. What?
Smile.
I don't need to smile. My people know me. This is a beautiful thing. They know Tactical Friday. Tactical Friday has been a thing for all 400 and something episodes. I'm stoked about this because these are our action items. These are our takeaways. These are the things that we're going to take and implement this weekend. And we encourage you to do the same. So we're going to go through a couple questions. We've got all of about 10 minutes,
Let's do it.
which means no soapboxes from either of us like we did Monday. And we have 5 questions. Let's each choose one question. We'll go through that, see if we have time for a second question.
Okay.
What we encourage is you to take these questions back to your partner tonight for date night, this weekend, if you have time for date night. If you don't have time, you're not making time. Our counselor pointed that out very well.
Choices.
Choices. So take 10, 15 minutes this weekend with your partner, with your significant other, and ask a couple of these questions. It's a pretty awesome thing we've been doing, and I think really brings a ton of value to a relationship. So take the time to do that. Tay, would you like to go first with a question and then your answer?
Sure. Says we have the same general beliefs and values. Describe one belief that you both have. Something that I wrote down um, that we both agree on is we put our relationship first, and for example, we are creating our relationship, our own home, our own family. The relationship that we're in and future potential for family comes before everything outside of it. And I think that's really important that a lot of people don't see, or they bring outside things into the relationship, which can create, I don't want to say poison's the right word, but it can create some level of toxicity of what you're trying to create and grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that we align in that.
I want to read the question. Take this. I want to actually read my question. Do you want me to answer that same one?
You answer whatever you want, baby.
Okay, so the other question, I want to read the actual question because I shorthand the question and my answers as we're journaling these things. Um,
I read it.
read what?
Are you talking about the same one?
No,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
you said I could choose whichever one. Do you
Yeah,
want
of
to do the
course you
same
do.
one?
I'm so sorry. No, I
Yeah.
thought you were doing that.
No, I'm not doing the same one.
I
I
assumed
want to
that's not.
provide two different questions for people to think through.
That was so my bad. So sorry.
Okay, so another question that we answered. I get lots of support in this relationship. Think of a time that you got really good support from your partner. And I love this question because it's something that so vividly comes to my mind. Um, there was the week before, maybe 2 weeks before my book released, but very close to when my book released. I was having a terrified panic moment. You had no idea what was in it. You hadn't read it at that time. You didn't know what my first 20 to 25 page dissertation about how much of an asshole I am. You didn't know everything I was putting into it, right? It still didn't go super well when you actually read my book in like 2 hours, apparently, one night. It still didn't go over very well when you actually read it. But my greatest fear was a level of judgment that I would receive for those first few pages, books, whatever. And it became something that terrified me to the point of having like an anxiety attack, breakdown in the shower, freak out. And I absolutely loved how, to be honest, I believe you probably were just as worried as I was. You didn't ever voice it. You've never voiced it. But I can look at it and the things I articulated, like, oh, I'm worried about this, this, and this, this, and this, and this. How this is going to be impacted, how that's going to be impacted. And I imagine, as any normal human being would, that you probably were just as nervous as I was for the release of my book. And just like you had no clue what was in it. So like I'm freaking out about the release of my book. Imagine you probably like, oh shit, what's in your book that I should be worried about? And in the moment where I was having my like greatest breakdown because my mentor just told me my book was shit, I literally had to rewrite the whole thing like 3 weeks before release. And in that moment, you're like, well, look, this is a gift. Michael cares about you enough to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it as positive. He read what you wrote. He knows you could do better. He's challenging you to do better. And you're like, no matter what, like you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your guys. You have to put the book out. There's like no choice. And you were so supportive, outstanding of any of what your own feelings may have been in that moment. And it stands out so much in my mind that gave me so much confidence going into that release for that week that it could have still had a lot of fallout, but I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't anxious about it anymore. I wasn't panicked about it anymore because you gave such phenomenal support in that moment. And I really, to this day, still appreciate that as obviously one of the best times that you supported me.
I love you too.
You supported me like the sports bra I've never
Thank
had.
you.
That was good.
That was good.
That was
That was
good.
good.
Um, would you like to hit another question? Trying to see how much battery life we have and everything. We're at 4%.
Ooh,
So
we are risque.
we probably have time for one more question each. We have 5 questions total. So you
Oh,
can
this
answer
one's
one
kind of
more.
like broad.
Okay.
I feel a genuine sense of we as opposed to I in the relationship. Think of
Uh,
one thing that you both have in common.
that was the same one I was about to answer
It's
too.
okay, about to
No,
answer it.
I know. Thank you for that permission.
Whoa. Whoa. Yikes.
Don't look at the camera.
I looked at it.
Answer it.
We both, I don't know why I wrote this. We both have in common. We both look out for our people and we're so driven and passionate in anything that we want to pursue.
And you don't know why you wrote that?
No, there was a part that I wrote before. I don't know why I said that out loud. You know me, I'm an out loud thinker. There was something
That
before it
you
and I was
are.
reading it and I was like, why did I write that?
It's kind of like when the wheels are turning, I can actually hear them
Yeah.
cranking.
Sorry about that.
So restate the question and what you actually said, because even I wasn't tracking what you just said.
Okay. Okay. I feel a genuine sense of we as opposed to I in this relationship. Think of one thing that you both have in common. We both look out for our people and are driven and passionate in anything that we want to pursue.
That we are
Mm-hmm.
to a fault at times.
Yes.
So I wanted to answer the same question. One thing we both have in common is that I love our silly and goofy sense of humor. I love the way we can laugh at all the dumb stuff, like the faces you make. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're still
I did
you're
it.
still on
I
camera.
did it.
That was perfect. Oh yeah, that's gonna make the highlight reel. Okay, you can stop now. But oh my God, it's the face, it's the look. I love how you're pointing at my computer and it's not the camera. Are
It's
you
the
gonna
wink that you do.
are you gonna do that every episode? That was literally in the last highlight reel. So as I was saying, when the wine kicks in,
It's really not.
well, you're being goofy and I'm trying to be serious.
Okay. I you can't say stuff like that and expect me not to laugh. I'm sorry. It's like when you sit in a class and the teacher tells you not to laugh, and then you're like, oh no. It's the same. I used to get detention all the time for it. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
I don't know when I'm hurrying. I made the point.
Okay.
We're just both not laughing at this one. I guess we don't actually have it in common. You're not laughing now. Oh, you're such a pain in the ass. But it's a silly, goofy stuff that we both laugh at, that we have in common, because you do crack me up, and I appreciate that about you. Not the faces. I don't appreciate that. We're turning the lights off. So that's what we challenge y'all to do. So to recap the three questions we asked,
Mm-hmm.
I feel a genuine sense of we as opposed to I in this relationship. Think of one thing that you both have in common. The second question, and the first one that Taylor asked, we have the same general beliefs and values. Describe one belief you both have. And the first question I answered, I get lots of support in this relationship. Think of a time where you got really good support. And the whole piece of this is go through those questions, write the questions down, give them to your partner, have your partner answer them separately. Do this separately, journal it, think about it, give it time, and then come back together and tell each other the answers. If that's the whole intentionality behind it. It could be a really great bonding point, date night conversation,
So true.
and I think it's been a really valuable thing because even when she annoys me with her stupid faces, you're not on camera anymore, so it doesn't work.
You love them.
Even when she annoys me with her faces and I'm trying to compliment her, it still brings back the appreciation I have for her goofiness and hairy armpits.
They do not have hairy armpits. That's gross. I
I put you
never
back
have
on
that.
camera.
Ooh.
Oh my God, there she goes again. All right, for those of y'all listening, it's gotten out of control. Go to our YouTube channel. That's not quite established yet. Give us a send off. Where can they find us?
I
It's a
don't
different episode. You have to give the send off
know.
again.
God, I always hesitate. Taylor Merritt, Daddy Tay Fit, Daddy Tay Fitness underscore DTF. Hope that's right. Two Instagrams. Taylor Merritt, you can search them all. LinkedIn, Facebook, all of it. I'm the first two on the drop down. I
We're
do
gonna
it.
we're gonna work on that.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's like I get this. It's like, oh no, here it comes.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Ah.
The bad part is we've said that in every episode.
It's so true though. I'm like,
So for me, ZackAKnight.com. Go there. All my links, all my stuff, quick and easy and simple. You can download the first couple chapters of my book. You can find Taylor through that, ZackAKnight.com. Don't go to ZackKnight.com because that's an indie pop singer with beautiful hair. And it's definitely not me.
Daddy Tay Fit or Daddy Tay Fitness underscore DTF. There you go. Boom.
Or
Taylor Merritt.
or go download the DTF app on
Oh,
iOS
yes.
and Android. Nobody cares about Android, but it is there if anybody wants to download it. The Google Play Store, we do have an app for Daddy Tay Fitness. Go check her out there. Some workouts, some weird hand movements, and all the things